Alright guys, here we are. Welcome to Monterey for Car Week. Right now we are inside the hotel, and today we're going over the brand new Shelby Super Snake R. Now don't worry, this video is not me just sitting here in a hotel. We have actual footage of seeing the vehicle in person, which I'm going to commentate right now about. Since we saw this vehicle at this amazing show called the Motor Lux, there's so much happening, there's music playing, it's really hard to try to convey the full message of what this vehicle is, to tell that story. So in this video, I'm just going to commentate and share with you guys what I observed seeing the new Shelby Super Snake R. What does it mean? Where does it stack up against competitors? Is it going to be a competitor to the Mustang GTD? Would you buy one over the Mustang GTD? Also, the price point, it's pretty similar to the Corvette ZR1, ZR1X, even like a Porsche 911 GT3 RS. So in this video, we're going to break down all those different options on the market to see if these upgrades you're getting out of the Mustang Dark Horse, which is where this vehicle starts out as, is worth the price of $224,995. And I believe that is with the base price of the vehicle, which is around, I think, $70,000 for a Dark Horse. So let's check out this Super Snake R in this video today. So I do want to go over some of the notes I took down after meeting one of the Shelby representatives, and this is straight from one of the representatives there with the unveil for the vehicle. Right away, and I'm looking at the notes right now, you have a larger front splitter that is more pronounced on the Shelby GT500, not GT500, I caught myself there, Super Snake R. I'm used to the older generation, right, the S197 GT500 Super Snakes, but no, this is not based off a GT500. More on that later. This is a Dark Horse made into a Super Snake. You have more pronounced aerodynamics up front, much more carbon fiber bits in the base Super Snake. You do have a different style magnesium setup for the wheels, and these wheels do have wider rubber that are super sticky and good for the track. We'll get more into that shortly. There's also more aero work with ducts around the side skirts for the vehicle and underneath the body with fins. Moreover, you do have the wide body kit with the massive upgrades for the 20-inch tall wheels by 13 inches wide. The wing is also higher up in the air, so you're in cleaner air, effectively making the wing more effective, giving you more downforce. Because if it's too low, actually the body of the vehicle can hinder the amount of area that air really hits the wing on. So when you get the wing higher up, it's in cleaner air, that's the terminology for it. It's up higher, it's able to get more downforce using the air. So continuing on, the suspension is different. A standard Mustang has a traditional suspension setup. You also get MagneRide right out of Mustang Dark Horses. This has a coilover suspension system. And when it comes to track time, this is adjustable, but also it gives you much more of a, I would say, firmer ride at times. For the track, this is what you want, really, because coilover suspension setups are not only popular with Mustangs, but all over the board. I see this all the time with even Porsche owners. These upgrades for the suspension are quite thorough, but obviously it doesn't have that inboard pushrod setup as a suspension system that the Ford Mustang GTD has. But the GTD is effectively $100,000 more expensive. But even though it's $100,000 more expensive, this has 850 plus horsepower versus a GTD, which is like 815, if I believe. You can get a harness bar setup with harnesses, which is really cool. I have this on my McLaren 750S. Most brands don't give you that. You also get a strut brace that connects the base of the up front section where your engine is. This helps with a lot of the rigidity for the chassis. Moving on from that, when directly asking about whether or not this Super Snake R is meant to compete against vehicles like the Mustang GTD or ZR1, their answer was no. This vehicle is a, let's say, different type of a car. It's Shelby's offering for their pinnacle Mustang. But at the same time, it's pretty easy to compare them, right? Because if you got denied for a GTD, obviously you might consider getting a Mustang Super Snake R, or if you have a GTD coming, you might think to yourself, okay, I could save $100,000 and get the Super Snake R. Moving on from that, yeah, you do have the redesign for a massive wide body kit, all those different upgrades for the front fascia, the different hood that's fully functional, and this is all stuff you'll see right away after looking at a Mustang Dark Horse, right? So there's a lot that they're changing visually. It's important though to note that again this starts out as a non-Shelby, and you go to your dealership and you work with them to get this built. The vehicles are transported all the way out to Shelby American, they do the upgrades, then the vehicles are brought back to the dealers where you actually get to buy the car. Moving further throughout the notes that I have for the vehicle, for 2026, which is so far the full first year that they are offering the vehicle, they have stated they're making around 100 of them. When asked further, are there going to be more years to come? Are they limited for future years? They have no comment on that quite yet. What I do like though, and if you've seen it so far in the B-roll clips, you've probably seen, we'll show it again, you can get this with a short throw manual gear shifter. You can't get that with the GTD. You can't get that with so many vehicles in the market now. If you prefer this throwback, you have it with the Mustang Super Snake R. Yeah, gone are the days of the Kenny Bell superchargers that I had on my Shelby GT500 Signature Edition Super Snake. They looked good, they were chrome. Now we have the Whipples still, and the Whipples, they do a really good job. They're super popular within the Mustang community, and the upgraded horsepower mounts going from 500 horsepower to 850, it is a good margin. It really is a good margin. I do believe that there's much more to look at, so we'll get much more content of the vehicle in the daylight. It's unfortunate that the first event that it really was shown off at was so packed. It's like a party type environment. I do want to get a one-on-one with the vehicle. So please let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below of this brand new pinnacle version of the Shelby Mustang series. We now have basically everything from them. We have a GT350, a GT350R, a Super Snake now, a brand new Super Snake R edition. Do I think right away the differences are super substantial? From this perspective so far, briefly looking at it, I am left with the intent of wanting to find out more. If we can interview or talk to someone from the team, that would be fantastic, because I'm sure there's much more that we're not quite seeing yet. And there's even stuff with the interior, I believe, that they're changing up. So we're going to find out more when I see the vehicle next. But this is just my initial reporting for seeing the new Shelby Super Snake R. The brief just breakdown, you have much more power, 850 horsepower, but compared to a standard Super Snake, the difference there is it's kind of minor with the horsepower, right? But you have significant aero upgrades. You have wider tires with the massive, 13-inch wide wheels out back. I think it's 335s out back for the width of those tires, plus a wide body kit, redesigned aerodynamics, giving you more downforce, full upgraded suspension, bigger brakes. There's a lot there to it. We're gonna try to just again see what more we can gain from finding out from the team. So if you enjoyed this brief walk around, please hit the like button to help us out, and subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. While you do that, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a new video coming out. I think the Super Snake R is just coming off more like the race version. It seems more track focused, more track capable with the increased ground effects, especially to give you better downforce. So hopefully it comes together like that on the track. Again, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next update.